Hey, so, I know I haven't been on YouTube in forever, but recently I've been getting like super motivated to get back into my artwork, so I wanted to kind of talk about like what I've been working on and everything that's been happening. So currently right now I'm working on sort of a move of my website. I'm transferring everything to a new domain name, and that move's going to happen sometime before next August. The reason next August is the date is because that's when my current domain name runs out, so I no longer have to be making payments towards that domain name. So I'm switching over to something that's a bit more serious and kind of just, you know, something that most artists have as their website name, which is just my name, Melanie Idison. So hopefully that'll make my website a bit more serious and a bit more welcoming to people who are looking at my work. It's going to be a bit sad for me because I had this whole hope that I could work as an artist under sort of this pseudonym or other name and make work that people saw and could say, oh, like this name, that's who's making this work. But it hasn't really been working out for me too well that way, so we're going to be moving everything to this new website, and hopefully that will help a little bit. With my work, I've been sending a lot of it to magazines, and recently I just sent my work to Berlin Art Parasites, which is a group on Facebook, but they also have a separate website. They're run in Germany, and a lot of the stuff that they post is like a little blurb, a story or poem that goes with an art piece, and then they'll list the artist's name and the person who wrote the piece. So I thought that would be interesting to get into because usually it's just a one-piece blurb. So there's not much need to send a whole series or send anything like that. What they do with their submissions though is they just ask for your website and then they'll pick the image. So that's kind of nice that you don't really have an obligation to choose which images you want to show them. I also previously sent my work to some magazines, which never heard back from, but that was kind of expected since I'm just starting out, so not really expecting anything back from that. But recently I've kind of been looking more into just sending my work into juried shows, especially ones where people are giving reviews about the work, and the ones I've been sending them to is Lens Culture, and then I've been posting my images to contests on Viewbug. So Viewbug, you can like win prizes that are photography related, like photography bags, cameras, grants, money to continue your artwork, things like that. The other thing with Viewbug is you can enter other people's contests. So like one of the members on the page might make a contest for like pictures of your pets. So you can post a picture of your pet and you might get recognition for that. And if you win, it's just, you can, you know, put it on your page on Viewbug and say, look, I won a competition. You can check out more of my work based on that subject. The one thing I like about Viewbug also is they look at how much you're posting and how much you're entering, And recently they asked me to do like an interview type thing to talk about one of my pieces. So the image that was chosen was a picture from my series Everybody Hates You. And it was a picture of a woman wearing a chair. And I mean, I've been getting a lot of attention on that image on Viewbug. It's one of my favorite images, so I'm happy that people are enjoying that one. But it's kind of exciting. They wrote like a brief article about this interview they had me do, so that was pretty interesting. So that's what I've been working on submission wise. My other thing that I'm working on is adding some new series to my website. This includes Cleanse, which I've been talking a lot about, so the majority of people know about it. But basically, Cleanse is a series about how dirt and like messy images can be beautiful, and the colors that can come from disgusting things in our world. So it's a collection of currently 12 images. It might be getting shortened down to 10 or like 9 or 10 images. We'll see. So that should be exciting. I edited all the photos like 2 days ago, and now it's just a matter of re-editing my website with a new logo, new color scheme. We're still sticking with the pink mostly because a lot of people have been saying just do you, so I'm doing me and it's happening. But so the other two series I'm working on are Forget Me Not, which was a series I did previously while I was still in school, and it's a collection of found images that I printed digitally, altered, and then wove together. So some of the images are fully woven, others are partially woven, and the premise of the series is this concept that I've read a lot about, is when you speak about your memories, the more you speak about them and the more you remember them, the less you're actually remembering the next time you remember it. So it's kind of about like, you have all these memories, but eventually the faces and the places get distorted, and the feelings and emotions that you had in those memories also get distorted. And it's kind of about like not wanting to forget those emotions and those people and those places. The other series I'm working on is called Diana's Dream, and that is about like growth and beauty in nature. And Diana was this like creator of the earth, and she wants to protect the plants and the people, and especially the women living on this planet, and making sure everything stays green and everything stays fresh and breathable and livable. And so the images in that collection are mostly images of nature that I personally found beautiful, and it's kind of about like what I think this goddess would be dreaming of, this like perfect beautiful world where everything is green and lush. Some other exciting news, I am designing some clothes and apparel and sort of a fiber arts project that's going to be related to photography called Ghost Memory. And it's a collection of clothing, I guess, that's going to be sort of like white and ivory, and sort of talking about how like you have these memories and bits and pieces fall into place. So like, I'm sitting in my living room. Now I have memories of things that have happened in here, and I can look somewhere and, you know, see that memory reoccurring. And it's kind of about how like memories sort of act as a ghost in life. And the apparel is going to kind of like bring in this wispy feeling, and it's going to be a lot of patchworking with sort of fabrics you wouldn't normally piece together. And this series is exciting for me because it's kind of a collection of some of my new interests that are in my hobbies and not specifically my artwork. So I'm kind of excited to sort of like bring my interest in quilting and sewing into my photography. So I'm hoping that series launches sometime soon-ish. It's going to be a lot of work. The only steps I've taken so far are buying fabric and designing what I want the apparel to look like. So it's just a long process. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm actually like, just the process of like getting Dreamweaver again and taking my camera out again to photograph for Diana's Dreams. It's been like super exciting for me. So I'm hoping to like keep myself motivated, keep pushing myself to continue working on my art, because for a long while, like after I graduated, I didn't have really any motivation because no one was pushing me and saying like, you need 10 images every week. You need 20 images every week. You need this many images for your crit. You need to do this and do that with your artwork. And not having someone pushing me was kind of making me not have any motivation to do anything, because there wasn't really any need for me to be making work. And there wasn't any need for me to be submitting my work or doing anything. But like recently I've noticed, like, I took my camera out the other day and it was foggy, and I just said, oh, it's foggy, I should take pictures because the fog is so beautiful. And when I went out and took pictures, it was like, you know what? I need to keep doing this. This is what I was excited about. I spent, you know, over 4 years of my life being so excited about photography, and I just kind of lost it when I graduated. So now I'm sort of getting back into that, and like, it's really exciting and inspiring for me to be doing this again. So mostly what's happening currently is website stuff, but I'm hoping to push forward and work on some fiber art and photography mixture. So we'll see how it goes. And that is all. Sorry for the long video, but there's been a lot happening and it's been exciting, and I'm hoping to keep you updated. So I will talk later. Bye.